Hello everyone, I'm Video Game Hazard, back for some more Pokemon Fire Red. In the last episode, we went over to Six Island in search of the second password to get into the Rocket Warehouse, and instead found the Sapphire in the dotted hole, which was then stolen by a scientist who wanted to sell it to Team Rocket. So this time, we're back on 5 Island to finally enter the Rocket Hideout. Or rather, the Rocket Warehouse, as it's officially named. And we've got more spinning tile puzzles, just like in the Rocket Hideout in Celadon City. Excellent. We love these, don't we? Yeah, we definitely wanted these to come back. Anyway, we're just gonna... I did not mean to check that. We're gonna go around here, seeing who we can battle, what kind of items we can find, and maybe we can retrieve that Sapphire, because that would be really nice. Anyway, if we go around here, we can collect a Pearl. That is going to be promptly sold as soon as I get back to a Pokemart. Then we can go up here, we can get an upgrade. That is a item that can be attached to a Porygon, and then once you trade it, it can be evolved into a Porygon 2. Not the most creative name for an evolution, but hey. And it's a Johto Pokemon, so you couldn't have access to it until this point. Anyway, let's fight a female Rocket Grunt here, and we actually have a new Pokemon to fight. This is a Houndour, another Johto Pokemon, and actually the first Dark-type Pokemon that we've had to face. So, for once, we actually have to deal with stab Dark-type damage. There were no, as I've said before, there were no Dark types native to Kanto because it was a type introduced in Gen 2, and no Pokemon from Kanto gained the Dark type upon the transition to Generation 2, even though Magnemite gained the Steel type, which was also introduced at the time, but that was just a special case. And this is the first time we're actually running into a Dark type, Houndour, which she has 2 of, and both of which go down very handily to a Brick Break apiece. The Dark types are weak to fighting and Bug type moves, just so you know that. And I think we've gone over what they're offensively good against because we've seen Dark type moves before, just not Dark type Pokemon. Wow, I'm back down here again. Dark type moves are super effective against Psychic and Ghost types. So bear that in mind as we're about to see a few more Dark types around. This time I want to go this way. And it does allow me to go over here. This is going to be a required fight. Did you come here knowing it's Team Rocket's warehouse? I sure did. I even put in the passwords Goldeen Need Log and Yes Nah Chansey, which I'm realizing now I never explained the reason why those are the passwords. They're both palindromes. They can be read the same backwards as they can forwards. So, neat little Easter egg there, I guess. Or would that qualify as an Easter egg? I don't really know. We're just gonna continue battling these Team Rocket Grunts. This guy has another Machop. I guess I'll switch to Blitz. I haven't really done much with him lately. So we'll do that. And we're gonna go straight for a Thunderbolt. That should be a one-shot, I hope. It sure is, even though you are close in level to me. And we get a level up. Level 57. Slowly getting everyone there. Then you have a Machoke. I'm gonna actually switch to Spike on this, I think. So let's see how this goes. This will actually be a good opportunity to use Earthquake for the first time in a while. So let's do that. And not a one-shot. Dang it. Dang it! Gosh dang it, Bobby! I'm gonna have to use Toxic on this Machoke. I tell you what. I don't know why I slipped into Bank Hill. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm especially not complaining since you just used a recoil move. And that wasn't enough to take you out, but the poison will be. There you go. Down you go. What do you think you're doing? I'm beating the stuffing out of you, that's what. Which way am I supposed to go here? This is an excellent question. I think, you know what, let's try going down here. That was not the right way. Dang it. Oh wait, but it does let me get this. A big poil. It's the biggest of the poils. Actually, this lets me go in here. Okay. Though that doesn't help me go that way. So where am I supposed to go, I wonder? This puzzle's a lot more complicated than the previous ones we've encountered. I guess I'll have to go down here again. Go back into this corner. I do not remember this puzzle very well because I've played a lot less of this Sevia Islands quest as opposed to the rest of the game. So I'm not the most familiar with what to do here. I think we're gonna try this. And I chose poorly. That just sent me in a circle. How am I supposed to get there? Aha! There we go. I have to land on that tile, and then I can go back up around this way. And there's an item on this table. TM36 Sludge Bomb. I have been waiting so long for this move. I can finally put a good offensive poison type move on Spike. I really wish this was in the main game, but whatever. We have it now. That's all that matters. I'm getting rid of Toxic. I still don't know if Sludge Bomb can inflict badly poison, but it has a chance of inflicting poison in general. Also, I was wrong about the power before. I said it was 80. No, it's actually 90, so it's even better than I thought. Get rid of Toxic. Thank you for finally giving me Sludge Bomb. I'm very happy about this, and we can vibrate the disc for the first time in a while. Yes. Excellent. Okay. And since we've gotten that, I actually would like Spike to be in the front so I can try that out. Now I want to be very careful here so that I don't have to redo all my progress again. I got word about you from the others, but there's no way a kid like you'd know our boss Giovanni. I beat him. I thought I disbanded Team Rocket by doing so. But no, you guys are still around here doing whatever it is you're doing. And I'm forced to deal with your sorry butts. Okay, Hypno, I do not want to fight with Spike. We're gonna switch to Yokozuna. So much for using Sludge Bomb. Whatever. You'll get your chance. We're gonna Shadow Ball. Swagger, that's gonna confuse me and raise my attack. That should guarantee a one-shot if I don't hurt myself in confusion here. And I don't! Yay! I go unpunished! Only rewarded! So take out that Hypno. That disgusting freak of a Pokemon. Oh great, you have another Hypno! Let's see if you can fight through confusion again, Yokozuna. Okay, you're meditating. I don't see how that's gonna help you because you don't have any physical moves to my knowledge. We fight through the confusion again. Good job. Man, that Hypno really set up this guy's whole team for failure. Because Yokozuna is a lucky Snorlax. Don't you dare laugh. I will laugh simply because you told me not to. I have no respect for you. Anyway, now we've got this trainer here, or Rocket Grunt, whatever. I don't know or care if what I'm doing is right or wrong. I just put my faith in Giovanni and do as I'm told. Ah, signs you are in a cult. Seems like she's aware of that too, but whatever. Team Rocket admin. She is not named here, but I believe she is based on another character from Pokemon Gold and Silver, who I guess I'll explain whenever I actually end up doing a Let's Play of that game, or the remakes, or whichever I choose. Or probably the remakes. But that won't be for quite a while. She's got a Muck and an Arbok. Really not giving me good opportunities to use Sludge Bomb. Fine, we'll just spam Earthquake, I guess. Because that's what you seem to want me to do with your Pokemon choices. Actually, no, I think you are just straight up Team Rocket admin Ariana from Gold and Silver. But you're just not named that here for reasons. I don't know. Yes, you basically have the same team. I'm gonna use Sludge Bomb here. That should do a good amount of damage. This Vileplume is level 54. Wow. I'm kind of surprised it's as high leveled, but then again, you're an admin, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Of course, use Giga Drain. I'm not happy about that at all. I guess I really should have been explaining the movesets of these Pokemon, because she is actually a somewhat important fight. Her Muck, level 52, Poison type with the ability Stench. Stench repels wild Pokemon if it's in the front of the party, but it doesn't really have any in-battle use. I'm also switching to Mustafar here. The Muck's moves are Rock Tomb, Minimize, Sludge Bomb, and Screech. The Arbok is level 53 with Intimidate for its ability. It has the moves Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, Iron Tail, and Bite. That thing can be very deadly. And then her Vileplume here is level 54 with the ability Chlorophyll. It has the moves Stun Spore, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and Sleep Powder. Also Grass and Poison type. And the Arbok is Poison type, because I forgot to mention that as well. But it doesn't really matter anymore because she's been handily dealt with. I'm shattered. You're doing things according to your beliefs and morals. I understand now. I've made it so you can come back in through here. Why don't you go get rested and refreshed for what lies ahead? The admin after me outranks me thoroughly as a trainer. You'd better steel yourself for one harsh challenge. Well, I don't really see a need to go... Well, actually, I should heal Spike. But other than needing to take a moment to heal Spike, I see no other reason why we shouldn't just go straight in here. And I thought I could get past him to check something else, but whatever. That's quite enough of you playing the hero, kid. Spreading lies about how Team Rocket has disbanded. But Giovanni told me himself. It's such an obvious attempt to cause confusion in our ranks. Fortunately, we're not so ignorant to fall for the lies of a child. And now I'll show you how scary an angry adult can be. Oh boy, I don't like that you said that. This Team Rocket admin is based on Admin Archer from Pokemon Gold and Silver. He's gonna lead with a Golbat, level 53, Poison and Flying type, with the ability Inner Focus, so it cannot be flinched. It has the moves Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Confuse Ray, and Air Cutter. A pretty good moveset, but not good enough to deal with Spike. Unless I proceed to hit myself in confusion a million times. Let's try to get off another Rock Slide. And down it goes. Good, good, good. I fight through that confusion. Next up, he is going to send out... Oh, I got a level up. Good. Excellent. Love to see that. Next up, he's going to send out his Weezing. His Weezing is a level 54 Poison type with the ability Levitate. It has the moves Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Explosion, and Sludge Bomb. This thing is a ticking time bomb, and it has a lot of good offensive moves. So I'm gonna hope that Attenborough can just not one-shot it. And we take that Thunderbolt, but that shouldn't deal too much because it's not stab. Oh, good. We tanked that really well, actually. And I have extra assurance from leftovers. So we're gonna do a second Psychic, and that'll take out that Weezing. Very good. And now, he's going to send out his final Pokemon, Houndoom. This is the evolution of Houndour. And like Houndour, it is a Dark and Fire type. First, a part of the first Dark type line that we've seen, and also Fire type for a rather cool type combination. It's level 55 with the ability Early Bird. It has the moves Flamethrower, Crunch, Shadow Ball, and Iron Tail. Crunch is a dark type move that we haven't seen before. 80 power with a chance to lower defense. The other moves we've all seen before. Attenborough barely doesn't take it out in one hit. But one more Surf should do the job. Probably should have used Rain Dance in all honesty. Actually, that would have been a good opportunity there if I had the forethought to think that he would use a Hyper Potion, like just now. No, I do not get the high roll. Whatever. We'll do one more Surf, and that should be enough to deal with this Houndoom. And he's just spamming Flamethrower. Gotta love that. But now, you are done. Get out of here. And we get a level up. Everyone's been getting level ups today. Well, not everyone. I actually have only gotten 2 today. What? I don't know what I'm saying. Erg, you were too strong. That's Giovanni's badge. Yeah, you didn't notice it before, buddy? So it's true? Team Rocket really has disbanded? We will abandon this warehouse. But don't think this is over. I won't let this be the end. I will find Giovanni, and I will resurrect Team Rocket. I will. Until then, farewell. And he's gone. Possibly with plans to bring back Team Rocket, but that's not something we have to worry about right now. What we do need to worry about, however, is the hidden item that's here, first of all. Is it on this box? Yes, it is. It's a nest ball, which I think we've seen before, but I don't exactly remember. Yeah, that works on weaker Pokemon. Usually you want to use it on a Pokemon that's level 30 or below. And with that out of the way, we just need to fight this guy. I almost managed to sell the Sapphire for huge money. Then you just had to come along and blow the whole deal apart. There's no forgiveness for you. And here we have Scientist Gideon, who actually has a pretty large team, all things considered, but his Pokemon are a little weaker than the Team Rocket admins. He's starting off with a Voltorb here, level 46 with the ability Static, so it has a chance of paralyzing you if you make contact with it. It has the moves Swift, Screech, Spark, and Sonic Boom, but it didn't get to do anything, because I just one-shot it with Sludge Bomb. Now he's going to send out his Porygon, level 46, normal type with the ability Trace, meaning that it will copy the opponent's ability. It has the moves Tri Attack, Conversion, Recover, and Psybeam. Conversion changes the user's type to the type of, I believe, the opponent, if I have that correct. Yes, to the target's current type. So, but I don't think it'll make it dual type. I think it'll just base it on the primary type. So it would have turned into Poison type if it used it on Spike. Also, that was the first time we actually fought a Porygon in battle, I believe, but it didn't get to do anything, so whatever. Now his Electrode here, level 46, Electric type with the ability Static, Spark, Sonic Boom, Screech, and Charge are its moves. It also doesn't get to do anything, because Spike is just steamrolling this guy's entire team. Now he's got a Magnemite, level 46, Electric and Steel type with the ability Sturdy. It has the moves Screech, Swift, Spark, and Thunder Wave. Again, this thing is going to go down in one hit. And then his final Pokemon is a Magneton, level 46, Electric and Steel type with the ability Sturdy. Will not be affected by one-hit KO moves. It has the moves Tri Attack, Spark, Thunder Wave, and Sonic Boom. Everyone's level 46. Everyone dies to Spike's one-shot moves. Very easy fight. God darn, darn, darn! If I can't sell it, it's worthless. Go ahead, take it. And we have obtained the Sapphire. And he remains here, I guess? What do you want now? Go on, get lost, leave me be. Alright, fine, I'll leave you alone. But now, that brings, I guess we're not quite at the end of the quest, but we're basically done with this Sevi Islands quest that we've had to do. So now, we can... I guess there's no point in flying to 4 Island, but we're gonna make our way back to 1 Island to talk to Celio. And now that we are back on 1 Island, let us bring this sapphire to Celio. And we hand it over. So this is the gem that forms a pair with the ruby. Yeah, me and every other Pokemon fan knows that. Andrew, you've gone through a lot to get this, didn't you? I can't speak. You don't have to tell me. I know it wasn't easy. Thank you. It actually was fairly easy. I didn't run into too many issues because everyone is lower level than me, but whatever. Thank you so much. Now it's my turn to work for you. Please give me a little time. Okay, this is good. And he's gonna fiddle with his machine a little. I did it! I linked up with Lynette! Andrew, I did it! I've managed to link up with trainers in the Hoenn region. Finally, the network machine is fully operational. Andrew, I owe it all to you. Thanks to you, my dream came true. And with that, we are now able to connect with trainers in the Hoenn region, people who are playing Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. This will allow us to trade Pokemon with them, instead of only people with Leaf Green. It also allows us to link up with the GameCube games Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. At least I believe it does. Allowing us to transfer Pokemon between the games. But I will not be able to show this because I don't have access to the proper hardware to actually set that up. But with that said, we have come to the end of this quest on the Sevi Islands. But there are still plenty of other things to explore around the islands. So next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to be clearing up some loose ends on the early islands before heading off to Seven Island. Although I don't think we'll get to that in the next episode. I don't know. We'll see. See you guys then.